Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing, of course, on the new Dharma expansion as Delhi. Or reasonably known at this point. So we just won a major fight here. We finally finished off Delhi's eternal rival, Sirhind, or at least at the beginning of the game. We also stole quite a bit of land from Jeanpe over here. And we are not a great power, but I suspect we're probably 9th in the world in great power status. Kind of curious how Hungary is a great power. Well, anyway, we don't know. But we did manage to assert control over Delhi itself. Now we get permanent claims there. We've restored rule over Multan, so we can get another 100 military power. Obviously, we have to subdue some of the Afghan provinces there. If we do, we get stability in army tradition. Considering Afghanistan and I were allies, but now we don't get along, that might be a place to go conquer in a little while. Obviously, we're not going to conquer anything right now because we have no manpower and our army needs to rebuild. We did just surpass Jaunpur as they're no longer a valid rival to us. We do have a new valid rival, though. The Ming. There we go. Which means I should go over here and embargo them for that little bit of extra power production. And our other rival is Malwa themselves. We will also embargo them. Like getting to embargo people. They are allied to Bengal and Nagaur. We are allied to Bengal as well. So actually, the way if we want to beat these guys up, we should attack these guys at some point. Yeah, gonna be a while. Nope. Price to be paid for our glorious nation, unfortunately. These guys should be vassalizable in a couple years. Or, sorry, not vassalizable. They've already been vassalized. They should be annexable in a couple of years. See how our religious conversion's going? Fairly well, I would say. Control of this area, and it's being converted. Our diplomatic relations are under control. The Brahmins have lost some influence, that's fine. The Emirs have lost influence, also fine. Probably we could... Can we do that? Not for another couple of years. Okay, we've got money to spend. I should spend it. We actually, the nice thing about playing as Delhi, and this is the experience I've been having on the new expansion, is that most nations, it's actually hard to make money these days. Delhi, not so much. Delhi is actually capable of making a lot of money. I think it's because you start off with an absurdly large amount of development, all of which has virtually no autonomy. Let him stay at home. I'd much rather have 25 local fort defense than anything else. Actually see how our autonomy is. Be pretty good, yeah. Our autonomy is really low, except in the 2 provinces we just conquered, because this is all Delhi's starting cores, except for a little bit up here. At least it really goes to show that Delhi was the strongest of the Indian states for quite some time. Ugh. I hate corruption games like that. Can't do anything there. I gotta give these guys a province so I can keep doing this build Jain temple boost stuff. Anything that gets you free development is worth it. In fact, I've started to find a half-decent strategy these days is to take expansion ideas, go one into it to get the colonist, and then just use that to improve your base land, especially if you're a large country that has really pathetically low developed provinces, like anything in this region or this region. Ethiopia is not bad to use it on either. You can get some pretty nice development if you have one working for the whole game. Though it does cost you some money, but not a lot. This government reform's been horribly delayed. And actually, to be honest, we can't actually get a policy to begin with, but our first policy probably will be the Spy Discovery Act, or spy detection, but more importantly, yearly corruption reduction. Which pretty much will mean, unless I mess up terribly, I should be able to cut out rooting at corruption to almost nothing and just let the game automatically handle those problems. I'm actually going to take this rather than the tech because of the additional fort defense. Now this thing has 51 fort defense and the rest have 20 something. That gives them a much better chance of lasting in a war. Although I do need a little bit more money here to build a fort in Delhi itself. Month. Gotcha. Our manpower is rebuilding. More importantly, we are drilling. We have quite a reserve of manpower if we truly need it, which we don't right now. What are we looking at for an heir? Same heir as our current ruler. I guess I'm fine with that. Where are our two? We really don't need one down here. Or there, really. It would be more beneficial to actually move the one from Lahore to there and divert more money to Delhi itself. Let's do this. Or not, it really didn't make that much difference. In fact, I think we lost a little income. Too bad. At least we're keeping ahead of time in Diplotech. Right, that Diplotech is our strong suit with a 5 roller. Our problem is our air here is 50. We could really, if we're not careful, get 2 quick deaths in a row and be unstable with a relatively new dynasty on the throne. However, suppressing the rebellion will be nice. It's not going to solve religious problems, but an additional one, especially if I actually go down and grab humanist as another idea group. The idea of a revolt should be pretty much preposterous to my people's minds. Ooh, Afghanistan. What trouble did you get yourself into? Sorry, Afghanistan is currently fighting a very large peasant revolt and a war. I spy some opportunity here, although I am going to lose 1 stability due to having a royal marriage. We will take roll. I know, 1 loss, not so good. Probably going to actually split my army here in this new province. Ooh, nice general. They virtually have no military, and we have Multan helping us. Of course, we have virtually no manpower, but the way it goes. This area, very rich, terrible in manpower. Kind of sad. Whoa. Ah, paper. I was wondering why all of a sudden Kashmir was worth putting a workshop in. Colonialism is now a thing. Great. That means we're gonna have to develop another province around here. Thinking it might be right here, Sirhind itself. Relatively cheap to develop, surrounded by a decent amount of development. Obviously we have to win the war and wait a few years for that to actually be a problem penalty. The other thing I need to do is I also need to get manufacturers going. Because Delhi has some nice trade goods scattered throughout their lands. I've got a couple silk provinces. I got dye. Actually, I have a lot of silk. I do have a glass, which is interesting. And a half decent amount of cotton. I don't have any spice, which is unusual. I do have salt, though. Not the most useful thing in the world, I guess. Okay. I am not going to win that fight, apparently. Okay, that's unfortunate. I didn't think they would be, for some reason I thought they would get the mountainous penalty because I own the province, but I guess that only happens on a fort. Let's strengthen our stability. On the other hand, Afghanistan can't really rebuild their military, so... Of course, we really can't rebuild our military either, but we can get somewhere. I love the addition of the elephants. I'm just wondering why elephant cavalry does not have, like, combat strength bonus. Because, you know, it's elephants. There we go. That has fallen. We are now a great power again. Who fell out? Oh, Hungary apparently fell out of being a great power. We actually have quite a few claims on your lands. We have all this claimed. Obviously, I don't think we're going to be able to take it all in a war, but... It would be cool if I formed the Mughals, wouldn't it? I'd get to see the benefits of playing the Mughals, because I don't think I actually have to stay as Delhi, which is cool. Pretty sure I checked this before, and it's just starting as Delhi. Although it's not entirely clear, it just says restore their borders, so... A little bit worried there. These guys have been pretty much overrun by Sistan, so I don't know why they're not surrendering. By the way, are doing surprisingly well for a relatively small nation at the beginning of the game. I should put this one, however, back on outraged countries, because I have a feeling some nations are starting to get unhappy with me. I wonder why. Apparently a peasant rebellion as well. You know what, considering I need 10,000, I'm kind of tempted to do slack recruiting standards once. Just to put me in a slightly better position. Yeah. Delhi has in fact been occupied. I don't think I can vassalize Afghanistan. No. I can get those ones, but I would want more. I'd want, you know, that. Might actually be worth trying to do. Oh wait, eventually they'll peace out with Sistan, and then I can take Kabul itself, which is, I believe, their requirement, right? Oh, I don't actually have to take Kunduz up there. Oh. However, Afghanistan culture is Iranian, so there is a chance that I could form the Mughals using them. The problem is, really, that the... actually, it's not too bad. The Hindavi culture is rather small. That's a culture group. So I might actually be able to culturally switch half decently fast. Huh. I don't think I've done a culture conversion in a Let's Play. Be cool to do. There we go, reinforcement speed. One more, and then attrition is not a problem for us anymore, hopefully. Hopefully. Is the actual war over? Oh, that doesn't tell me at all, though, does it? Oh, they want that province. I just worry that they will try and take Dual. Kabul. I don't know why I want to say Kabul. Kabul themselves. Like that. At least we have a good amount of forts and they're stable. Actually, I should start looking towards upgrading the centers of trade. I think it's 200 gold apiece. That might be a reasonable investment. The nice thing is once we get one more admin and one more defensive, we'll be looking at least 35% cheaper core cost. Let's get this government reform going. As nice as advisors are, as nice as leaders are, admin ideas. Free admin policy for the win. Consider you get one in each category free, and now I get 2 free ones. Pretty happy with that. I think the next reform we're going to go for is not parliament. Royal decree probably for the absolutism. We don't want to do states general. Although that would be a cool concept. Funny that I could do that. No, it's mutually exclusive with Indian Sultanate. Good, I was going to say that would be weird. You could do general estates for the production, but I have a feeling the bonus absolutism is worth a lot more. Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't mind losing government reform progress when I have no government reform progress to begin with. Sounds worth it to me. And then we're probably going to go with I am the state is me. L'État, c'est moi. I don't speak French, obviously. And the free states are going to be really useful. As it is, Delhi's government is going to give us a lot more bonus states. Delhi, sorry, not Delhi. I'm Delhi. Afghanistan wants peace. If they want peace from me, they better be asking for peace soon from the actual people who are fighting them. We're actually losing some innovation, which I'm not happy about, but I'll deal with. I'll save as much money as possible for now. Royal marriage with Bengal. I'm worried about our ruler. He hasn't died yet. Ooh, missionary advisor. 57, 54. Ugh. I almost want our heir to die and hope we get a new heir in the meantime. We are Sunni, so as long as our ruler's still alive for a while, we will get stuff. Oh, actually, I forgot I can do land acquisition. Even cheaper core cost. Oh, it literally popped up just as I did that. That's awesome. We have 100% control of Delhi themselves. Not Delhi. Ugh. Afghanistan. So, an option I could do is, could I vassalize you? No. Fine. If I forced you to release the Timurids, could I do that? No. If I forced you to release the Timurids and them, could I do that? No. Okie dokie. You will give me that. I want more than that. I want at least that. Ideally, I'd do that. Take almost everything they own. I'll do that. Big conquest. Hopefully I can hold on to it. Hopefully I haven't offended too many people. I'm thinking I might see about an alliance with Gujarat down here. They are fighting Orissa though. Just thinking in the terms of alliance networks, Gujarat is actually relatively strong. Everyone else in their area is unhappy with me, so. Trees. It should be... Time should have passed enough. Really? Okay. Looks like I have to give more land to the ulema here to actually get what I want. Really? Only 50? Why can't I get more than 50? 100. I'll take 100 actually. And I should be able to talk to the nobles as well once I give them some lands. I want to give that. That's a trade one. I can get 50 from you. Not exactly what I want. I'll do it anyway. I'm going to get the cheaper cores here. Significantly cheaper cores here, I should say. And then if I wait until June of next year, I'll get even more. Meantime, however, I need some more military troops, apparently. Actually, you know what? Since we have cash, let's do some mercenaries. We got 8 mercenaries, so that should do for now. This should allow me to sustain much longer wars than I have been doing. So far it's a couple nations. Anyone else I can ally myself to? Oman, no. Or rate. Really? I don't know if I would want to ally myself to you. These guys might not be too bad. They're right on my border. It should have boosted, yeah, military rank to 4th. If they come and fight me now, I should be able to put up a half-decent fight. Let's look at my provinces, trade provinces. Anything. 200,000 there. Actually, I control a fair amount of trade in this region now. Once I take Bull, might be worth shifting my center of trade over here because I can steer more trade there in the long run. I don't know. Also, this would be the place I'd probably try and move my capital if I was to try and culture shift at all. Just because it's already heavily developed. Okay, next month. Let's see that gloriously cheap core. 63% reduced. Because I have a claim. That would be why. Okay. Well, I think that's actually a good stopping point. So that will be it for this episode. We are now up to 435 or so development, including a little bit Multan gives us. We can actually vassalize Merwat next episode as well. Nagur is not independent, so I can't vassalize them. These guys don't like me, so I can't vassalize them. And we may or may not see a coalition war. So, look forward to that. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.